Welcome back for the Summer Soul Journey membership. I'm so excited to be back. Had to take a break from spring. Things were just so chaotic, and I thought, I don't have the energy, I don't have the time to put into this that I'd like to. So that was probably the best thing that I could do. So hopefully we can just pick up where we left off. But I'm really excited about summer. This is always, for me, a good season. I just feel energized. I feel creative. I feel really excited to not only plan for action, but then actually take action, which I know is kind of the bigger one when we're trying to create change in our life. So I'm really excited just to share all the tips and tools and strategies that I have. And this time I'm actually going to combine together the we're going to be moving with the lunation. So we're going to be moving from new moon to full moon, back to new moon, full moon, back and forth like that. But we're going to combine the coaching piece with the healing each time. Because for me, I feel like that's the best of both worlds. We can talk a little bit and then we can get to the healing, or we can do vice versa, depending on which one makes the most sense for the topic. We're going to start this Wednesday, right? The 25th. And our theme for this new moon in Cancer is rooted new beginnings. How do we really ground into that thing that we want to create, that new beginning? We want to do that in obviously a mindful way, but we want to make sure that we also are supporting ourselves fully. And so I also combined it with sacred self-nourishment. So with this new season, I also thought it would be fun to include oracle themes. So whether you want to pull cards, if you want to journal it, ponder, the question, or we're going to see what comes up for us collectively when I pull the cards every Monday. So this week's theme is going to be, what does my heart need to feel safe, to feel nurtured and open this season? So that's the oracle theme. Prior to getting everything ready, I had pulled cards, and actually one had fallen out and one I had pulled. But I wanted to share for you at the beginning who is holding that space for us, who is sort of creating that container for us during the summer. And I'm really, really excited about this one. So this is Shakti. I know you've probably seen Shakti before. I know I've pulled her before. Transformation. I love this. I think we're all looking for some peace, some inner security, some outer security, feeling that connection of community, feeling safe within our world, safe within ourselves. And I think there's also this desire to take it up a notch, to sort of elevate. And I think Shakti is one of those, not only goddess energy, but just energy in general that helps us to elevate. So I'll read a little bit about Shakti. And Panther, reclaim your power. That's bold. I love that. So to have that transformation, what do we need to do? We need to reclaim our power. So amazing. So let me read you just a little bit about Shakti. So each Monday I will be doing a card pull for you, that oracle theme, depending on what I feel drawn to for that week. It might be a couple decks, it might be one deck. It's usually a couple, but we'll see. So with Shakti, we're going to look at her empowerment message from this deck. Wonderful change is afoot in your life when the Hindu goddess Shakti comes to support you. All your longing, desire, and focus on something better in your life, coupled with your willingness to do the work, has ignited the life force energy of the great goddess. She responds now to bring you your heart's desire. Know that now is the perfect time to move into the highest version of yourself. Are you ready for this change you so badly have wanted? Everything depends on how honest and clear you have been, and how willing you are now to explore other ways of being authentic in the world. You have the magical feminine divine energy of the creator goddess Shakti to help you when you become open to doing things differently. You are stepping into your destiny. Do so wisely and without guile. and you will be amazed at the way your world awakens with breathtaking beauty. That's a really nice promise, I think. And it's really curious. This energy of summer is typically more masculine energy. It's very sun and very um, solar plexus energy, taking action and really supporting ourselves. It's very full and vibrant, very much about abundance, which for me, that's actually more sacral energy, and that is very feminine. So I like that we can sort of soften, or it's not even maybe soften, but that we can remember that divine feminine doesn't have to be passive. It's not passive, actually, and that it can really hold some significant power for us, especially if we've felt in the past that we subverted that, we've released or compromised our power in some way, just because of social norms or whatever it might be. So that I think is pretty amazing. And I love that call to reclaim your power. So let me read you a little bit about Panther. So it takes courage to face challenges. And right now, Panther Spirit is here to say that you are braver than you think. Now is the time to take a risk and step into in a different aspect of your being, probably deeper too. Speak as you have never spoken before, act as you have always dreamed you might have the courage to act, love fearlessly and fully, expect to feel the adrenaline rush as you are initiated into a new, braver, bolder self. Panther Spirit says the time for dreaming about what you want to do is giving way to that first courageous act towards reclaiming your Panther spirit and power. Your new identity may feel strange at first, but you have what it takes and your soul wants this. Be bold. And I like this too. I feel like oftentimes we hold ourselves back. We um, minimize what we can accomplish or minimize what we think is available to us. And we want to get a little bit more comfortable with just allowing that to expand a little bit, seeing what is the thing that I'm actually desiring. Because sometimes, again, we sort of hedge it and it's like, well, what if I just get this? Well, what if we get this and more? Or what if we get even better, right? So I feel like that is just a wonderful invitation to remember to reclaim that power. And that feels very solar plexus as well. But we're talking about rooting that new beginning. And so that obviously would be more of that root chakra, but just feeling very firm, standing our ground within what our values are, what our needs are, what our intentions or goals are, and being able to take action to support that dream, right? So I thought I would pull a card real quick for this new moon in Cancer that's coming up. And for some reason, I keep thinking, I don't know why, I keep thinking it's full moon. I don't know why. It is not. But maybe it's just been feeling, I mean, sometimes with Cancer, it's a little bit more emotional, so maybe it's just felt that way. But what is the messengers? What is a message? It doesn't have to be the message, but it's a message that we need to know about this new moon. Let's see if anything pops up. So with shuffling, I'll just say with shuffling, I sort of let that intuitive guidance for which card, unless a card pops out. I feel like we just had, I'm saying we just had this, but that would have been winter, but that's okay. So Moonstruck, take a breath. I like that. I was just texting one of my girlfriends and she said, you know, we have to remember to stop and smell the roses. So that came at a very good time. Okay, so Moonstruck, take a breath. So the word moonstruck sounds dreamy and gorgeous, but in fact it means somebody who's gone a little crazy. Drawing this card means that you may be becoming obsessive or just going too far with regards to whatever situation it is you're asking about. It's like someone who says they're madly in love. Madly? Is that a really good idea? This card comes with a message to get your feet back on the ground. Okay, get a little rooted. If you've been a little hysterical or histrionic, it's time to pare that back as well. So I have a problem with histrionic, but that's okay. We'll just move on. It's a old psychology term. Take a couple of deep breaths. Try to get your situation into perspective. There's nothing to be gained by allowing yourself to be completely and utterly overwhelmed by your emotions. Think of the cycles of the moon. The moon takes a full fortnight to move from new to full. She grows a little in size every day as she swells to her beautiful full self. So when you draw this card, you too need to allow things to progress at a more appropriate pace. So additional meanings for this card is slow down, being manic won't help, breathe, drop the drama, give a situation time to unfold. And also about this symbol, moonstruck often refers to falling so crazily in love that you just can't think straight. It sounds lovely in practice and looks great in the movies, but it is a little bit harder to handle in real life. I don't know if anyone's ever seen the movie Moonstruck with Cher and Nicolas Cage, but he says to her, "I love you." She slaps him and she is like, "Snap out of it." So I think that's kind of funny. Um, it's at that point in the movie didn't look great, but that's okay. Um, I like this. I feel like when we want to create change or we want something to shift, we want it right, like instantly, or we want it yesterday. And there is nothing to say that it can't happen instantly or it can't happen quicker than we anticipate. But usually it takes a little bit of time. You know, we have to clear out the old to make space for the new, and then we have to sort of integrate that. We have to get acclimated to that new pace or that new cycle or whatever that new rhythm is for ourselves. We just need a little bit more time to get there. And I feel like this is kind of perfect when I do the seasonal memberships. We're doing 7 weeks this time, but we're trying to build on stuff each week, and you get not only that accountability of every 2 weeks, you get to pop in and talk to me, or you can do the live Q&As. I'm going to do those every other Friday. Yes, every other Friday. So the weeks that we're not meeting, I'll do the live Q&As. You'll have time there, that you'll have a little accountability there too. And especially if you ask me a question that you want answered for the live Q&A. But I feel like it's good to have that ongoing support. And even if you don't have a specific change or goal or intention in mind, um, I feel like this is very much a challenge. It's a really challenging, overwhelming time for so many people that maybe it's just like, I need those tips or tools or strategies just to get me through this period of time, right? And we do that in little baby steps. It's just little incremental steps that feels like, okay, now I have my footing. Now I have my foundation where no matter where I want to go in my life, I can just build upward from that. So that's exciting. So hopefully that's some good information for you. We are going to talk on Wednesday, just in a couple days, because I'm doing this on Monday. We're going to talk Wednesday about that oracle theme. We're going to talk about that rooted beginning, and then we're going to do a little bit of work with that self-nourishment, and we're calling it sacred self-nourishment because we're going to be doing it with intention, and we're going to be honoring our full mind, body, spirit connection with that. If you have any questions, reach out. Otherwise, I'm looking forward to connecting on Wednesday. I'm going to post this on my YouTube channel, but if you haven't signed up and are interested in it, there's still time to do that. There's definitely spots open, so you don't have to feel worried about getting lost in the shuffle or anything like that. I am going to do the sessions live, but I'm going to try to do something. I will record them, but I'm going to try to live stream them. I don't know if I'm going to do it on Wednesday, but I've created a private Facebook group for the Soul Journey membership, and I want to try to live stream it to there because I've heard feedback from a couple people that they really just would like to go to something that they already go to anyways, Facebook, and just watch it there. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. It's just me learning new technology. So I'm going to try it. I don't know if I'll try it on Wednesday. It might just be live on Zoom. Actually, I'm pretty sure it will be because I need a little bit of time to figure it out, I think. But I just want to throw that out there if you're worried. Oh, because we're moving with the new moon and the full moon, it changes days, obviously. And so we're going to meet some Wednesdays, some Thursdays, some Saturdays, some Sundays. So I think there might be another day in there. I can't remember, but some of them I'm trying to hit them on the day. But we can always work with whether it's the new moon or the full moon. We can work a few days before it, a few days after that energy, even though it kind of peaks on that that true new moon or full moon night or day or morning, whatever it is when it happens for you in your area. You still can work with that energy. So I've been trying to look at my schedule and make sure that it fits for me, fits for my life. And then we do need to figure out, we need to vote as a group on when we want to do it on Saturday. I could either do it in the morning or the afternoon. I don't really have a preference. So I wanted to make sure that everybody got their vote in before we decide on that. But if you haven't, like I said, if you haven't signed up and you're interested, you can always reach out to me. If you're not really sure what is this I'm talking about, I'll put the link in the description box below and you can check it out if you want more information. I'm doing just one flat fee, so it's just the entire membership. It's technically, I guess, 3 months. Yeah, it's 3 months. But it's just going to be $111. So I like to do fun things with the numbers, and that's a good number for me. So it's just that flat fee. There's no ongoing, you have to remember to cancel it. There's nothing like that. It's just one time fee. And I wanted to make it affordable for everybody, or at least most people that I know I typically work with. But I feel like there's so much that I put in behind the scenes. It's worth much more than that, but that's okay. I want to make sure that we have a good group. We have women that are really looking to create that community that feels safe and are ready to work on transforming and reclaiming personal power. So hopefully this has been helpful just to hear about that container, what energies we're going to not only tie everything together with, but it's just creating, like I said, that container for us to do the work within. So I look forward to starting on Wednesday. Take care.